Hey y'all, it's Prisca Love back again with another video. Watch me slay this fringe bang bust down look from Amazon while I tell y'all about this man that love bombed me. First things first, the wig is from Amazon, will be linked to my Amazon storefront. If you want a detailed video on this look when I'm finished, let me know in the comments because we are about to get into some tea. So I had to turn the music down and everything because let's get into it. I don't know if you've seen Arnell's video, but I definitely sure did. And she talked about her time being love bombed. And I realized looking back on some of my relationships these past couple years, I too have been love bombed. And I'm ready to talk about one story. So my ex from Bummerfuck so many years ago, literally 2011, we dated for probably 6 months. I was a freshman in high school. Let me just paint the picture for y'all. Freshman in high school, 6 months, and we were very close. We were great friends. We used to be on Uvu, if you know, you know, all night talking, and it was just a vibe. The whole time we dated, we never really even went on a date because we were that young. We never really met each other outside of school. So that's how most of our relationship was, seeing each other at school and on Uvu, on the phone, you know the vibes, okay? The way that we broke up, I went out of town for a weekend and my friend texted me and was like, "Did you see what your man posted?" And I was like, "No." And this was Facebook times, y'all. This was ancient Facebook times when Facebook was like, you know, getting popping. I go on Facebook, and this was the time when if you were in a relationship, you guys made it Facebook official. That's how everybody knew. Tell me why this man has un-Facebook officialed our relationship and has now a new Facebook official relationship he just posted, and that was the post. Him and the girl now officially together on Facebook. Y'all, I went away for a weekend. Wasn't no breakup, wasn't no conversation, wasn't nothing. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what happened until it did. So, after I saw that, y'all, I stood on business even back then, so many years ago. 2011, freshman in high school, I never text this man or talked to this man again. I didn't ask him, why y'all in a relationship? And yes, I knew who the girl was. The girl did not like me. The girl did not want me to be with him. It was actually his ex-girlfriend, the girl he was with right before me. And she and all her friends wanted to fight me over this little boy. So when I saw that they was back together, I was like, you know what? Fine. Cool. I peeped. I saw who liked the status and went on about my day, went on about my life. Right? Literally never text this man again. I know it sounds so crazy now. I wish we can go back to these days when we really stood on business and moved on because it was nothing. If I ain't talking to you, there's other people lined up waiting to talk to me. Right? But I literally never saw this man ever. Like I said, we never actually went on physical dates and seen each other outside of school. Never even saw him at school again. Never talked to him the whole 4 years of my whole entire high school career. Never seen him. So out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. Right? So fast forward so many years later, 2018. I graduated from college in 2018. I moved back home. Me and one of my closest friends, she wanted to go to homecoming. I was like, okay, let's go. We went to homecoming and I see this man, y'all. So I have not seen him from 2011 on Uvu to 2018. When I say he has grown his hair out, he had long locks, brown skin. He was always cute back then, but he was even cuter now. He was like grown man cute now. But you know, me keeping it cool, not thinking of it. We just chopped it up. He spoke to me. We spoke. We gave each other a hug. And he was telling my friend like, hey, I'm having an after homecoming party. I should come through. So they exchanged numbers. And she was like, okay, we'll let you know. But me and her was outside. We was outside the whole night. We did not even hit him up. Nothing. Fast forward to 2020. He randomly DMs me and was like, do you know how to retwist locks? And I was like, no, I've never done it. You know, guys, I do hair. But that's one thing I've never done is doing locks. So I never done locks. And he was like, okay, cool, whatever. But I was like, if you let me practice on you, I'll do it for you. And he was like, okay, cool, I'll let you know. 2 weeks later after that, he was like, he cut his locks off. And I messaged him and I was like, why did you cut your locks off? I didn't know you were going to cut them off. You should have let me know. I would have tried to retwist your hair before then. He texts me and he was like, I apologize for everything that I did, you know, when we were younger. I was a child. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, that was so many years ago, so many men ago, so many lifetimes ago. I didn't care. But from that conversation, and let me just paint the picture for you guys. This happened in 2020, the year of the pandemic, the craziest year for most of us, the year of isolation. And I already made a pact that year that I was not dating. I was not talking to men whatsoever. The years before that, me and my longtime ex broke up in 2017. So I never really dated anyone that I liked in that time frame. And here we are, exes from 10 years ago. We were literally kids, and now we're not. And conversation was flowing. Conversation was amazing. And I really feel like because I was so isolated that it even felt better. And when I say we were talking from morning to night, I mean morning to the nighttime, guys. Every single day for like the first 2 weeks. He was saying, you're going to meet my mom. We're going to go to Disney. We were planning trips. We went on dates. And the dates were amazing. We had the best time. It was amazing. But y'all, it was so short-lived because that's what love bombing is. I mean, love bombed me so bad. This is how I knew it was starting to end. So he was telling me these stories about women not doing things for him, using him for his money, da da da. I usually ignore men when they talk about stuff like that. But heading into week 3, we were talking every single day like we were kids. Like texting, if it ain't texting, FaceTime, if we ain't FaceTime, we on the phone. Like all day, every day. And then week 3, we weren't talking as much during the day. We were still talking. It was still fine, but it just wasn't as consistent. I knew something was up then. So he goes out of town for his girl best friend, which I knew her personally. They were girl best friends. It was her birthday and all her friends were there. He was helping throw the birthday shenanigans for her. While he was there, he was still talking to me, but I had a family emergency. I'm telling him about it. I feel like he's just not as connected, in tune to what I'm saying. So I was feeling the kind of way about that. Red flag number 2. Then he's like, something happened. I'm not going to get my check, or I lost my card, or I'm not going to get it. Can you send me $60? Thinking back on what he was saying about girls never doing stuff for him and the fact that like he paid for every single thing anytime we went out, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. He was like, okay, I'm going to pay you back. You don't have to worry about it. So I sent him the $60. Don't think nothing of it. The next week, we were supposed to see each other. And then he ended up leaving to go to work. And he worked out of town without saying nothing. Red flag number 3. I'm like, okay, now it's just getting weird. So I'm at this point, I'm like, okay. I'm thinking we would at least last like 3 to 4 months. I'm like, I don't feel like it's going to last that long. So then he had planned for us to have a weekend out. And he was coming home that weekend. So he came home that morning. I saw him at home that morning. We were supposed to hang out that night. I told him in the afternoon I'm taking my best friend out for her birthday. He said, cool, I'll send you the information of the location later. I said, bet. I take her out. We go out to eat. I'm posting in real time. He's watching my stories as I'm posting. I text him. I was like, hey, do you got the location? No response. Okay, we get to the club. I'm in the club. It's still 2020, y'all. I got a mask on. Hella fine niggas in here. I haven't seen men in over a year. So I'm just like, wow, so many men here. I'm calling him. No answer. I'm posting in real time in the club. He's watching my stories. Hours have gone by. No response. At this point, I know it's done. I'm done with it. I'm cool off it. And the next day he texts me and says, hey, sorry, something came up. I text him back, said, you could really say what it is. He never responded to me after that. We never spoke again. He never sent me my money. When I say nothing, crickets, dead. Flatline. There was nothing after that. Now, ain't that about a... We will never speak again. But that's how I was love bombed, y'all. He came in. He did the same thing he did 10 years ago and dipped up out of there. And this is how I can even confirm to you that it was a love bomb situation. Because I kid you not, 3 months later, he got into a relationship with a completely different girl. Like, I have no clue who this girl is. And he proposed to her. I'm not making this up. He proposed to her. So, yeah, we will never speak again, like I said. And this hasn't been the only time I've been love bombed. It was another situation, but I just had to tell y'all this little story real quick. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to hear more stories like this, stay tuned. I think I'll do more tutorials and just talk about crazy situations and scenarios that has happened to me. And love you guys. See you next time. Getting sexy.